So yesterday, one of my neighbors drove by, and I talked to him, and he recently retired, and he's a young. I say young, and he's like young 60s, 62 or something. But the thing is he's healthy. He was a firefighter, so he's in good shape, and he looks like he walks, talks, cognitively, everything, like so fully capable. It's not even funny. So, when he told me he was going to retire, I was kind of tripping on him. And I think to myself all the time, like, why do people retire when they're fully capable of still working? I get the mentality and why people, I understand, there's a whole nother side to that. But so he retires. And then, like I said, he drove by the other day and he's telling me, I'm like, I think because, I have a mindset about retirement. So I asked him, I go, man, it was the delivery of my question as well, I'm sure, where I was like, how's retirement going, man? Is it everything it's cracked up to be? And, it had been, well, I guess maybe it had been about a year since he's been retired. And he's like, man, no, it's boring. And I don't have enough money to do anything. I keep waiting, every month I just chip away at my landscaping and this and that. And you could just see this disappointment on his face. And I wasn't 1 ounce surprised. But, the thing is that, we're all, indoctrinated into this mindset from the time we're little. We start downloading what, our friends, family, coworkers say. And there's just this go and grind for 45 years and then retire, right? Off button, couch, chill. It's horrible, and I just don't get it. And the thing is I just want to tell people that that's not your only option. Your other option, and the more desirable option to me, is knowing I'm never going to retire. There's actually like a release right with that. Like, oh, I don't need to put X amount to the side so I could live for 40 years. Right. I'm doing that, but that's not the goal. That's not the end all be all. Like for me, it's putting enough money to the side to where I could spend that money, where most people put money to the side to where they can just pull. They pull from their savings. So a lot of people, when they retire, the problem is everybody retires and they go into savings mode because they take this. If you got $2 million sitting in your 401k, they have to draw from that, right? Emergency expenses, monthly expenses, whatever it is. And so at 65, what if you live to be 105? That's 40 years. So and $2 million is not that much. It's kind of normal today. So you go into conserve mode. You go into, all you do is go on little walks. You do little things to just take up your time. And it's terrible. It's terrible. What I want to propose and what I'm going for in my life is to not search to retire, but just stay on the path of finding what I desire. And that will take you into a fulfillment. That will take you into another revenue stream. You'll start an income somehow, some way. But I've found several in the last couple of years. And that's what you need to go for. The goal, the theory of retirement is such a overrated joke. Most people, when you see that they retired, they never had this idea and they never adopted it. But why they hit stop on life at 60, 65, and most of them was out of spite. It was like, life was so shitty and it made me work for 45 years and now I'm chilling, man. I'm loving it. That's even if you're loving it, you could be loving it even more if you had more money, and you found some sort of desire, some sort of passion, to take up some of your time. I don't get not working at all. There are people that are fully capable of working. So maybe and what my plan is like work 10, 20 hours a week. 10, 20 hours, just 2-3 hours. Give yourself that self-worth. Give yourself that reason to wake up early in the morning and grind. Give yourself that extra little bit of money when you're in your 60s or your 70s. I know people in their 70s that are so capable. It's not even funny. But you should always be like trying to bring in an income, and then you've got this nest egg over here for pulling the plug if you need to, and totally hitting the off button and retiring if you want to do that. Or that's to go to Hong Kong. That's to go to Ireland, right? These things that you always want to do, you never have time to. But that nest egg, typically, when you retire, it doesn't get tapped into. That is a reserves fund. That is to pay the light bill and, that doctor bill that you got. And it sucks. Don't have that mentality. Search for what you desire the rest of your life. Transition. If your day job, 40 hours a week, life sucks, whatever, find those little nuggets that find different, invest into high-paying dividends. Whatever you got, start buying. Look at how are you going to buy some real estate where you can get some income, whatever it is, and increase your revenue streams. Increase, your productivity maybe on the weekend into these little things. I talked about this before. Maybe it's arts and crafts. You want to sell it on eBay. What the smallest little thing can give you some fulfillment. Transition into that. Think about like just being financially dependent, okay? Not retiring. Just say it's gonna get easier for me every single decade until I die. But I'm gonna work at least 10 hours a week minimum until the day I die. Somehow, some way, some sort of job, some sort of occupation, some sort of things that gives you purpose and some money. And it's something that you love to do. So then there's passion. You don't see these old rich sons of bitches like Warren Buffett. They work till the day they die because they do what they love and they make a lot of freaking money. But that's the goal. That is the goal, peeps. All right. So I just want to drop that little nugget. Hopefully that resonates. Anyways, love y'all.